surround him and defeat the Toronto Maple Leafs.
He was never supposed to be here. See, David Ayres isn't an NHL player. He is a Zamboni driver. But when the Carolina Hurricanes lost both of their goalies, Ayres was called into action. What followed was one of the most improbable and unforgettable moments in hockey history.
Along the boards, Tavares centering pass, a chance. Ayres said no. Like the rebound off the stick of Ayres. It goes high. Ayres again says no. He's got it.
David Ayres, a 42-year-old Canadian from Whitby, Ontario, working as a Zamboni driver and building operator for the Toronto Maple Leafs, came into work on February 22, 2020, during a matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Toronto Maple Leafs. However, David wasn't just any Zamboni operator, he was also an emergency backup goalie, a goalie that any team, either home or away, can use when the team's starter and backup goalie go down. But still, it was just a regular day at the office for him. He got to the arena with his goalie gear in the trunk of the car and enjoyed the game like everyone else without thinking much of it. In the first minutes of the game, James Reimer, the Carolina Hurricanes' starting goaltender, sustained a lower body injury. The injury occurred when Maple Leafs forward Zach Hyman cross-checked Hurricanes defenseman Jacob Slavin, causing Slavin to collide with Reimer in the crease. Although Reimer got back up and remained in the game, he was replaced by backup goaltender Peter Mrazek after a few minutes. That's when David Ayres was notified to throw on his gear and head downstairs to the locker room to be the backup in case anything happens. But the now playing backup wouldn't go down as well, right? The game went on as usual. Toronto opened the scoring in the first period when Alexander Kerfoot scored a goal for Toronto, giving the Maple Leafs a 1-0 lead in the last seconds of the first period. It went into the second period, where the Hurricanes' Lucas Wallmark tied the game at 1-1, with an assist from Brock McGinn, later extending the lead to 2-1 from a power play goal from Nino Niederreiter, and ultimately to 3-1 to the Hurricanes, with the third goal coming from Warren Foegele. It was looking good for the Hurricanes, but no one had expected this to happen next.
Mrazek well out! A heavy collision with Gauthier, and Mrazek is down, and it all breaks out.
Petr Mrazek goes down in a heavy collision. Mrazek left his crease and ventured near the face-off circle to play a loose puck. Simultaneously, Maple Leafs forward Kyle Clifford was aggressively pursuing the puck. The two collided forcefully, with Clifford's momentum leading to a heavy impact that sent Mrazek sprawling to the ice. Mrazek sustained an upper body injury from the collision and was unable to continue in the game. David Ayres looked on, knowing it was him that had to go in the crease now. At the age of 42, David Ayres made his NHL debut with the Hurricanes. Before his unexpected NHL debut, David Ayres had a diverse background in hockey, primarily at the amateur and semi-professional levels. He grew up playing youth ice hockey and attending hockey camps in the town. Ayres' hockey career was derailed by a kidney transplant in 2004. His mother, Mary, was his kidney donor. Ayres' last competitive action was an 8-game stint with the Norwood Vipers of the Allen Cup Hockey League. He allowed 58 goals and had a .777 save percentage and a 0-8 record in his short hockey career. He would have never thought he would be able to play at a professional level ever again, but here he was on ice and with an NHL game to win. When Ayres first entered the game, it was clear he was nervous. He allowed goals on the first 2 shots he faced, and the Maple Leafs seemed certain to make a comeback. But then, something incredible happened. Ayres settled into the game, making save after save and shutting down Toronto's offense for the rest of the match, with even the Toronto crowd cheering him on. He started to show signs of confidence, and he was stopping any and all shots that came his way. The Hurricanes' skaters rallied around Ayres, playing exceptional defense and adding insurance goals in the third period. Warren Foegele and Martin Necas each found the back of the net, extending Carolina's lead and providing Ayres with some breathing room. By the time the final buzzer sounded, the Hurricanes had secured a 6-3 victory, and Ayres had stopped 8 of 10 shots. His performance was nothing short of historic. He became the first emergency backup goaltender in NHL history to record a win. After the game, he was named the first star, and the Hurricanes players stormed him in celebration. The moment resonated far beyond the rink, with Ayres receiving widespread praise from fans, players, and media alike. His remarkable performance made him an overnight sensation and earned him the title of the oldest goalie to win a regular season debut in NHL history. The whole story itself is extraordinary. 2 goalies going down, the away team needing a goalie, and the only man able to take the ice was an employee of the Maple Leaf system. In fact, Ayres was wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs t-shirt under his Hurricanes uniform during the game. Ayres basically won against his own team. And to add salt to injury, he was back in the net at the Toronto practice the following Sunday. He was praised and appeared on multiple talk shows that normally didn't cover anything hockey related. He was made an honorary citizen of North Carolina. The city of Raleigh honored him by naming February 25th David Ayres Day. Since Ayres wasn't signed to an actual professional NHL contract, but signed an amateur tryout contract, the Hurricanes offered him proceeds from sales of t-shirts that bear his name. Ayres got royalties from all the shirt sales, and a portion of the proceeds went to a kidney foundation in honor of the goaltender, who, as previously mentioned, underwent a kidney transplant in 2004 that hindered his hockey career. The most memorable aspect of David Ayres' unforgettable night wasn't just his heroic performance on the ice or the history he made as an emergency backup goaltender. It was also the legacy of that game, symbolized by one simple yet profoundly significant object, his goalie stick. This stick, which Ayres used to deflect shots and fend off the Toronto Maple Leafs attack, wasn't just a piece of equipment. It was a testament to one of the most extraordinary moments in NHL history. That very stick was destined for a place of honor, enshrined in the Hockey Hall of Fame, where it would stand as a lasting symbol of determination, courage, and the sheer unpredictability of sports. For Ayres, a man who had spent years working quietly behind the scenes as a Zamboni driver and practice goalie, the idea that something as ordinary as his stick would become an artifact in the Hockey Hall of Fame was beyond surreal. From having his hockey aspirations derailed by a life-threatening illness, believing he would never play at a professional level, to making an improbable NHL debut, securing a victory against Toronto, and ultimately seeing his stick immortalized alongside the sport's greatest artifacts, Ayres' story is nothing short of extraordinary. He stands as a testament to resilience, the power of opportunity, and the belief that remarkable moments can arise when you least expect them. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.